Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure.
Gervonta Tank Davis has just announced his next opponent, and surprisingly, he is avoiding a fight with Lamont Roach. Despite admitting that 2025 will be a busy year, the WBA lightweight champion confirmed that Roach won't be his next fight. Instead, he is set to face the same opponent he mentioned after his last bout, the one who even visited his locker room, fueling speculation about this highly anticipated matchup.
What is?
You might say it in a minute. Definitely might say it in a minute.
While many are unsure of his next opponent, Gervonta Tank Davis has made it clear that he won't be fighting Lamont Roach next. This decision has sparked turmoil among fans, who now view Davis as a cherry picker avoiding a real challenge. It's evident he sees Roach as a serious threat and lacks the confidence to face him. If a misjudged fight resulted in a draw, then a fairly judged bout would likely see Roach emerge victorious, further proving why Davis is dodging the matchup.
Yeah.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
Gervonta Tank Davis failed to deliver the predicted knockout against Lamont Roach in his latest fight at the Barclays Center. Instead, the WBA lightweight champion's bout ended in controversy. In round 9, Davis appeared to drop to one knee and went to his corner to wipe his eyes. Yet the referee did not call it a knockdown or disqualification. Despite this, the fight continued, ultimately ending in an unexpected draw. While with premier boxing champions, Davis has not aligned himself with major promoters like Matchroom Boxing or Top Rank, both of which have had affiliations with Turkey Alec, further shaping the boxing landscape.
What a bull crap.
You said that you have your opponents mapped out. So who are the opponents for the final stages of your career?
Not to cut you out,
Since being named the face of boxing after defeating Ryan Garcia in 2023, Gervonta Tank Davis has only fought twice, beating Frank Martin before facing Lamont Roach. In 2023, he served house arrest and was later taken into custody after pleading guilty to traffic offenses from a hit-and-run incident. Now Davis has set a goal to stay active in 2025. I want to be in the ring more this year, hopefully with 3 fights. Roach comes first, and then we'll figure out the rest, Davis stated.
but it's just like,
Anyone in mind that you're thinking about after Roach?
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can,
If Gervonta Tank Davis plans to fight 3 times this year, the big question is, who's next? While he may want to stay active, doubts remain about whether he'll take on real competitors and belt holders in his division. Instead, it's more likely he'll follow the same path as with Lamont Roach, selecting an unknown substandard opponent to set up an easier matchup. However, for some reason, Davis may have learned the hard way that it's better to lose against a champion than against an average fighter. If he does choose to unify, the likes of Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Vasily Lomachenko, and others will be waiting, expecting him to finally step up and face elite competition.
If you won this and that's your last fight, or still some more heads you gotta put on the wall.
Yeah, it's definitely some more heads.
Among all potential opponents for Gervonta Tank Davis, fans and media have long fantasized about a showdown with undisputed super bantamweight champion Naoya Inoue. The appeal lies in both being dynamic fighters who have dominated their competition. However, several factors make this fight unlikely. Inoue, a 4-weight world champion, is coming off a January victory against Kyoji Yejin and is rumored to face bantamweight champion Junto Nakatani, top contender Murajan Akhmadaliyev, or others in his division. To fight Davis, Inoue would need to move up several weight classes, making the matchup highly improbable despite the excitement surrounding it.
Well, for sure. But definitely, that's definitely in the back of my mind always. Like, just me training, I'd be like, damn.
Alshik has expressed interest in the fight, but Gervonta Tank Davis previously dismissed the idea in a 2023 post, citing the weight difference. However, he recently posted, and later deleted, on social media via *seconds out*. I'm the only fighter you all want to see in the ring with everybody. Doesn't matter the weight. For now, the matchup remains a fantasy. Not long ago, Davis also claimed he would fight Vasily Lomachenko, the former lightweight king and reigning IBF champion. That fight would unite two networks and make the most sense, yet, much like a bout with Naoya Inoue, it seems highly unlikely to happen.
Or they asked for me to fight or someone like Lomachenko, and he was like, he retired type of vibe. I don't know why I keep saying type of vibe.
A highly anticipated fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko fell through after Lomachenko opted to take the rest of 2024 off. His manager, Aegis Climas, stated that Lomachenko lacked motivation and wanted to focus on family, dismissing money as a factor. 37-year-old last fought in May 2023, defeating George Kambosos Jr. for the IBF lightweight title, but has yet to defend it. The IBF has now ordered him to face the winner of Raymond Muratalla versus Zor Abdulaev, making the Davis fight in 2025 uncertain. Meanwhile, Davis' recent majority decision win over Lamont Roach sparked controversy after he took a voluntary knee in the 9th round with no count given. Roach's legal team has since called for an investigation into the fight's outcome.
Tired. And he was saying that I felt as though like he didn't really like, they were saying that he was scared or anything like that.
The actions of Gervonta Tank Davis, turning away mid-round, walking to his corner, and partially exiting the ring, were clear signs that he had either retired or quit the fight. Lamont Roach remains confident that the commission will side with the millions who watch the bout and recognize him as the rightful winner. He argues that Davis should either be ruled out by technical knockout for removing himself from the fight, disqualified for bringing an illegal irritant into the ring, or that the score should be adjusted to reflect the knockdown. However, a decision has now been reached. According to Lance Pugmire, the New York State Athletic Commission has ruled to uphold the original result, declaring the Davis versus Roach fight a draw. An individual familiar with the decision confirmed the ruling, meaning no changes will be made to the outcome. More details are expected as the situation continues to develop.
I don't think that's the case. I feel as though like he reached that point where as though it's hard for him to get up for a fight. You know, I feel as though like
Although the result has not been overturned, a rematch remains a possibility after Gervonta Tank Davis expressed willingness to face Lamont Roach again. In a lightweight division filled with familiar names and rising talent, Davis now holds a title that many will be eager to challenge. He has embraced this status, stating, "I'm willing to face anybody that's got the balls to step in the ring and fight me." With this achievement, Davis becomes the second member of the 2020 and 2021 U.S. Olympic boxing team to win a world title, following Oshie Jones' IBF Junior Middleweight Championship victory last November.
He's more so like, he's older now, he got kids too. It's more so about the kids now, I feel. Like, you know, all the energy.
It was a Valentine's Day to remember for Keyshawn Davis, as the Norfolk native knocked out Denis Berinchik in the 4th round to claim the WBO lightweight title. The fight took place in front of a sold-out crowd at Madison Square Gardens Theater on Friday night in New York. After a heated fight week, during which Davis alleged that Berinchik's team sent a racist package to his hotel room, the bout itself proved to be an easy night for the 25-year-old. Berinchik was never truly in the fight, whether due to Davis' size advantage or an overwhelming skill gap.
But you fixed that.
After securing his spot as the WBO mandatory challenger, Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, made a statement with a second-round knockout of Gustavo Daniel Lemos. Following the dominant win, he wasted no time calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. While newly crowned champion Denis Berinchyk was the first name he mentioned post-fight, he made sure to send a message to Davis as well. "Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock," he shouted into the mic. Their rivalry has been brewing for some time, with both lightweight titans frequently exchanging barbs on social media, and there appears to be a genuine dislike between them.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even ready to just do all that.
Keyshawn Davis has made it clear he will never fight Shakur Stevenson. However, when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, he and his team are eager for the challenge. Keyshawn's trainer, Brian Bomac Unsentire, has been vocal in promoting the potential fight, firmly believing his fighter is the one to finally dethrone the WBA lightweight champion.
Tank is a great fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me.
I'm smarter than him inside and outside the ring. I'm just smarter than him, period, Keyshawn Davis declared. While acknowledging Gervonta Tank Davis' well-documented knockout power, Keyshawn believes there's more to his own game that fans have yet to see. The only thing people always mention is that one punch. I have power, and I've knocked fighters out with one punch, but he's done it consistently. We know he's got that one shot, but people don't truly know what I have yet. I've only had 12 fights and have only been fighting at an elite level for 3. My upcoming fight against Berinchyk will be my 4th at this level, so there's still a lot people haven't seen. I'm already better than what I've shown. Keyshawn also sparred Tank twice during his amateur days, further boosting his confidence.
I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm fighting.
I wasn't thinking about fighting him when I sparred him, Keyshawn Davis admitted. The first time I sparred him, I was 16, and the second time, I was 21, just before heading to the Olympics. I didn't see it as anything more than competing with one of the best pros. It just reassured me that I had the talent to go pro and be dominant. Davis recalled those sessions as highly competitive and emphasized that his skills were evident long before he turned professional. I've always been good, even as an amateur. People would say, "Damn, you've got to spar Keyshawn." I didn't just turn pro and suddenly gain recognition. I was like that before the Olympic team. I'd always had talent. I could always fight.
Fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The is you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Gervonta Tank Davis confidently claimed he would send a contract to Shakur Stevenson, calling him out for avoiding a fight against one of boxing's biggest stars. However, it now appears that Tank may not have been truthful. Stevenson's team has denied ever receiving an offer. The WBC lightweight champion, who is set to defend his title this weekend in Saudi Arabia, has stated that no formal contract or proposal has ever come from Davis' camp.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you.
A few months ago, Shakur Stevenson dismissed the contract claims as a false story, calling Gervonta Tank Davis a liar. Despite both fighters acknowledging a verbal agreement for a potential fight, Stevenson's co-manager, James Prince, recently refuted Davis' statements. Speaking to YSM Sports Media, Prince made it clear that there is no evidence to support Tank's claims. "As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to substantiate that," Prince stated, even suggesting that Davis check his sources. There's no truth to that, no proof whatsoever. This further cast doubt on whether an official offer was ever made.
For Matchroom, Gervonta said, quote, "Ninja sent him a contract. He went elsewhere." End of the quote. Now, one of the PBC.
The fact is, everything Shaker says is the truth. Stevenson's co-manager, James Prince, stated, "He embraces opportunities when they come, and as far as any offer from Tank, he may have been missiled." Prince doubled down on his stance regarding Gervonta Tank Davis sending a contract, adding that ain't never happened. While it's uncommon for Davis to fabricate stories, further developments will clarify the situation. However, Prince did acknowledge ongoing discussions about a potential clash between Davis and Stevenson. He also noted that Stevenson's stock has risen significantly since his fight against Artem Harutyunyan last year, which aired on live television rather than pay-per-view, further boosting his visibility.
Said that Espinoza is lying, and recently, like yesterday on Cigar Talk, Shakur came out reacting to the news that Gervonta.
The average audience for Shakur Stevenson's fight peaked at 1.2 million viewers, making a bout with Gervonta Tank Davis a highly lucrative matchup. Both fighters seem eager to make it happen, but no final decision has been reached, which remains the primary obstacle delaying the fight. There are always discussions. Everyone talks about it, but nothing concrete. Stevenson's co-manager, James Prince, explained, "Nothing to the extent where paperwork has been given or offers have been made. It just never happened." Amid the ongoing contract controversy, Stevenson recently shared his thoughts on Davis, acknowledging the magnitude of a potential showdown. He believes this fight could be a defining moment in boxing history, a high-stakes battle that would captivate fans worldwide.
That's a lie. He's lying his ass off. If it's true, then show the contract, show proof. Here is exactly what Shakur had to say. Check it.
The boxing world thrives on rivalries, and few matchups have sparked as much buzz as Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis. For years, the two have traded verbal jabs on social media without ever facing off in the ring. As anticipation grows, their long-awaited clash remains just out of reach. Stevenson, the WBC lightweight champion, recently reignited the debate by downplaying Davis's resume. While he claimed, "I don't really care about this stuff," his recent interview suggests otherwise. His remarks have only added fuel to the fire, keeping fans eager for a potential showdown.
I'm a real person. Like, I'm not going to go up there and act like Tank is not a good fighter. I think Tank is a hell of a fighter. I think he's special. What he does with his talents is amazing to see. I love the way he boxes. But truthfully, same way he asks, "Oh, what have I done for..."
"I don't respect his resume because of all the clauses he includes," Shakur Stevenson said. "I get it, though I understand it. He's smaller than some opponents, so he needs to do things to gain an advantage. But as far as fighting me, I think it could be the biggest fight in the world, so it has to happen. It's all up to him." Speaking to the Stomping Ground, Stevenson reignited his long-standing critique of Gervonta Tank Davis's opposition. He previously accused Davis of handpicking less talented fighters to make himself look dominant, rather than truly testing himself. The two have been exchanging insults for years. Just last year, Davis dismissed Stevenson as an easy fight, while Stevenson warned that Tank was in for a rude awakening. Their back-and-forth banter was nothing new, but it fueled anticipation for what many believed would be an inevitable showdown. However, despite all the talk, their long-awaited clash remains frustratingly out of reach.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft.
Despite the hype, the fight never materialized, with negotiations collapsing and Tank Davis quick to blame Stevenson. Davis even took to X, posting, "I sent him a contract, but he went elsewhere. Get off my chest, you bum eater." However, Shakur Stevenson wasn't having it. In an interview on Cigar Talks Asterisk, he fired back, calling Davis a liar. "On my life, Tank's a liar. If he sent me a contract, tell him to post it. Post that contract he sent me. That's what I want to see." The tension between the two continues to build, leaving fans eagerly awaiting answers.
Fight with Lamont Roach, but do you feel like you guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready to.
However,
Davis's recent admission that he plans to retire this year makes it unlikely fans will see both of his highly anticipated matchups before he steps away. However, during a podcast with rapper Lil Yachty, Davis clarified that he's more likely to take a break from boxing rather than retire for good. "Yeah, I've been having those thoughts on changing my mind," he admitted on a Safe Place podcast when asked about retirement. "I want to get myself together. I really want to get myself together." His comment suggests that while a break is imminent, retirement may not be final.
And I think it should happen, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit there and chase you and then, he could try to make it seem as though I need him and I don't need him, so.
"I'm not retiring, just taking a break," Davis clarified. "I ain't gonna lie. I already made a promise to Al Heyman that we're out of it. There's stuff I need to work on, like being there for my kids, going to school, and building myself up as a person, as a great human being." His latest comments follow a moment that left boxing fans stunned at the launch press conference for his upcoming fight with Roach. Davis muttered, "After next year, I'm out of it. Out of the sport. I can tell you my fights. It's over after this year. This is trash. Garbage. I'm out. I'm fed up with it. I don't care about belts. I don't care about any of that." While his frustration is evident, it remains unclear whether Davis will truly step away or simply take time to refocus.
Get myself together though.
which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, But the only thing is, I had already made a promise. I had already made a promise to Al, like we out of it, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I can stick around and just I will help people and God.
"I'm focused on securing my money and getting out," Davis admitted. "I'm just fed up. It's not even just boxing. It's everything. I have kids too, and I just had a baby boy. I don't want to keep fighting, taking punches, and all that. I'll probably be building my real estate portfolio, working on separating myself from the limelight. I just want to make money and stay out of the way. That's it. I want to live my life without constantly being seen."
People, but as far as like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, like being more there for my kids, going to school, just build.
As talented as Davis is, he has faced frequent criticism from the boxing community for having a thin resume. His most notable victory on paper came against Ryan Garcia, but the 10-pound rehydration clause in Garcia's contract left an asterisk on the win for many fans. Additionally, Davis has never unified his belts with an active world champion. Despite this, he has claimed world titles in 2 separate weight classes, super featherweight and lightweight. Yet questions about his legacy remain.
His coattail, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract.
However, if Davis wants to be remembered as an all-time great, he must challenge himself against the division's elite. For now, stay connected with us for the latest updates on boxing news, events, and big moments. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on quality content. Until next time, stay tuned, stay informed, and keep enjoying the best of the boxing world. Peace out.